Hello, this is Pastor Jim Taylor from the Haven Baptist Church in sunny Kunsan in South Korea, and this is this week's session on Your Questions Answered. Actually, I'm going to do two sessions this week. That would be four, wouldn't it? Two sessions this week. The first one is a redo of a previous session that I did a long time ago. And like I've explained in the past, I'm redoing all of that to try to make them a little bit better, sound quality a little bit better, the teaching maybe a little bit more clear, and the just all in all, just a better product. And so this session is on a couple of words. One is a word Ruach, and the other is the word Pneuma. Now, Pneuma is a Greek word, and Ruach is a Hebrew word. So the question was, the person asked me the question and said, I memorized Job 12:10 this week, and it speaks about the hand, in whose hand is the soul of every living thing and the breath of all mankind. The New Testament, the word spirit is the word pneuma, and it's also defined in part as breath. Does this literally or figuratively equate to the word breath being the spirit in an individual? And if so, how? Okay, so Job 12:10 has the word Ruach, and Ruach is used 380 times in the Old Testament. If my computer counted correctly, I didn't count those personally. And it's translated as spirit, sometimes referring to God's spirit, sometimes to man's spirit. For example, in Genesis 1:2, where it says, the Spirit of God moved upon the face of the waters, that is the word Ruach. And then Job 32:8, it says there is a spirit in man, and again that is the word Ruach. So Ruach is not just God's spirit or not just man's spirit, it's just the word spirit. It's like we use the word spirit today. Sometimes it's translated wind. In Genesis chapter 8 verse 1, it says that God made a wind to pass over the earth and the waters assuaged. So it could be wind or breath. Genesis 6:12 says, and behold, even I, do bring a flood of waters upon the earth to destroy all flesh, wherein is the breath of life. So all of those cases, it's the word Ruach. And if you have like a Hebrew concordance of some type, you can see that the same word is used about 10 other ways as well. But pretty much those are the standards, breath or wind or spirit, okay? The Greek word pneuma is used very similar to Ruach. It's translated as spirit, and again, sometimes it can be God's spirit, or it could be man's spirit. A couple of examples for you for that. Matthew chapter 3, verse 16, when Jesus was baptized, it said that he saw the Spirit of God descending like a dove and lighting upon him. So there it is the word pneuma. In 1 Corinthians chapter 2 and verse 11, however, we find, for what man knoweth the things of man, save the spirit of man, which is in him. So there is the word pneuma again for spirit, the pneuma of man. And then it goes on to say, even so the things of God knoweth no man, but the pneuma of God, or the Spirit of God. So it can be translated spirit. In John chapter 3 verse 8, we find the word pneuma is translated as wind, where it says, the wind bloweth where it listeth, and thou hearest the sound thereof. So there it is the word pneuma, the pneuma bloweth where it listeth. And then it goes on and say, so is everyone that is born of the pneuma, or the spirit. So let's talk about the word breath for a moment. Breath is actually not in the New Testament this way, but Greek scholars say that it was used this way, though I have not really been able to find an example. I don't really have a reason to doubt their words. So it's translated as life in one place. Pneuma is translated as life, and it's translated as ghost, as in Holy Ghost, in lots of places. So after looking at all of that, there's also a Greek translation of the Old Testament. The Greek translation is called the Septuagint. It's not a really great translation. There are problems with it. However, it can be useful when you're, looking at Hebrew words and trying to compare them to Greek words, and you're thinking back to the BC basically, or at the very least early AD, to see what they thought about the words. And so when you do that, when you look into the Septuagint, which is a Greek translation of the Hebrew, you're going to find that they use Pneuma to translate Ruach in quite a number of places. So it appears that Ruach and Pneuma are equivalent words to each other, and they're used in the same sense that we would use spirit today. So there you have it, a very quick video. I think it's all of about 7 minutes long, 6 minutes long, something like that. I don't know, because I can't see the number from the camera. My eyes are bad. I probably should wear my glasses, but I don't. But having said all of that, I hope that's been helpful to you. It's just a very quick word study on the word Ruach and the word Pneuma. So with that, I will say, see you in the next video. God bless you. Have a great week. And may you be found this week walking in the reality of God's presence. God bless you and have a great day.